Good evening, fight fans. We are live once again, coming at you from Boynton Beach, Florida, and Wellington, Florida, and the great, is it a city, Tijuana? What's it considered? It's not a state, it's
No, it's a city in Mexico.
Yeah, it's a city. It's like the whole peninsula, whatever. Okay, and the city of Tijuana, we have Kallia Kourouni. How are you tonight, Kallia?
I'm okay, thank you. I did my
Wait.
fight Saturday.
Hold up. I had a better introduction than that, Matt. So
So that's the reason why you're cutting off the first thing that our guest says? I mean, where's your manners?
No. I have a better introduction than that, Matt. So
Let's see.
here we go. Kallia Kourouni,
You be the
Tyson, the 29-year-old kickboxing world champion, professional boxer from Sparta, Greece, with a boxing record of 10-2.
No,
kickboxing
13-2.
13-2. And a kickboxing record of 49-1.
Yes, 50 fights, 49 wins. Yes.
Kallia Kourouni. Kallia Kourouni.
After all of that factual information, he's going to get your name
thank you
wrong.
for invitation.
How you doing?
I'm okay. Thank you very much for invitation. I look your page, all that good job and the support for all the athletes is very good. And thank you. And I hope we have a nice conversation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We will, as long as he pronounces your name correctly. And I remember that Tijuana is a city and not a country. Okay. So I'm fascinated with your kickboxing career. I know you've done so much, but 49-1, you've had 50 professional kickboxing fights. How old were you when you started your professional kickboxing career?
Look, first of all, as you told before, I grown up in Sparta. My both parents are Spartans. And as you know, or you don't know, maybe for the movie, in our mentality, we grown up with martial arts or kickboxing, wrestling, boxing. For all of us, is very familiar. We grown up. Of course, for the boys, is 100% necessary. After the school, they have 3 hours training, and only the girls, if they want, like me, because my dad was world champion Greco-Romania wrestling and boxing fighter. With my permission, I can do the same as the boys after school, 3 hours. And for very little age, all that the martial arts or kickbox was very familiar. But as professional or as official trainings, I start 2010 in the boxing club or kickboxing club. But already I have the background, from little girl. In 2012, I take my world medal, my world championship in Orlando. 2012, I take the gold medal in the world championship, the tournament in the world tour.
Wow. So what you're saying is that in Sparta, where they started you off at a young age, when you were young, they just taught you how to fight as a kid. Did they put a shield in one hand and a sword in the other, that kind of thing, or just
yes,
the martial
the truth
arts?
is, maybe for some people they think it's about the movie and it's a nice story or nice fairy tale, but it's not. The movie, of course, miss many things, but has many things are true. All that are true. Just, of course, you can understand now 2021, they cannot follow the traditionals exactly, but still now the 70% of the boys, especially, they follow the program. After school, 3 hours, they have training. Of course, if one boy or girl now, they tell I don't want, no one press. But before was necessary.
So they're starting this in like elementary school when you're 5, 6 years old, or?
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Was for us is very necessary. We are
Wow.
ready for war. Anything happen, we are ready for war. We grown up with this mentality. Anything happen, we must be ready. Of course, the girls, we must know to cook. We do all the things in the home. The men, they don't do iron, they don't cook. All that. It's necessary for one girl to do all that. But me, I was girl to do and the girly things, but I do in the like tomboy things.
Okay.
Excellent. So after kickboxing, then you got into MMA after that, or professional boxing? Which came next?
Look, when I start 2010, before this, I fight in the streets. Of course, I don't tell you because I feel proud for myself. Just my father passed away when I was 15 years old, and I was a little loco. And very easy, I fight in the streets. My first coach in boxing coach, he see me when I fight in the streets. He tell me you can do that and you be a champion. And 2010, I start boxing and kickboxing the same time. But in my country, they don't have professional boxing. And just I won as an amateur, and I represented my country with a national team and in AIBA tournaments. But at the same time, I did kickboxing, professional fights, to can take a little money to can continue as an amateur boxer. But again, the same time, I do wrestling, I do grappling, Brazilian. I have take part in some tournaments, but always my priority was the boxing. Of course, this year I do my debut in bark knuckling and to MMA as professional. But again, my priority is boxing. But I can be champion in multi sports. Yes.
Okay, and
I want to
speaking,
be bark knuckling MMA.
so you want to be an MMA champion also?
Yes, I can be. I think I have all the total package, and because it's very difficult sport, I don't want just to go there to fight, to take some good money or publicity. I want to go there and to be a champion. And because the MMA it's complicated sport, you need to train. For example, Brazilian wrestling, not just because you're a good boxer or kickboxer means not anything. And right now, because as I told you, I have the WBC title, after I have the Barker Knuckle, after this, I want to focus 100% in MMA and I do my debut. But I want to do right, not just to take a part.
Yeah. So we got introduced to you through Backyard Brawl, Dada 5000. How did you two guys meet?
With who? Sorry?
How did you meet Dada 5000 for bare knuckle?
Sorry, Mr. Mike Vasquez, you mean, is the
Yeah.
promoter.
Yes, another guy.
Sorry,
Mike.
I didn't understand.
That's
Yes,
okay.
my manager has already Christine Stanley or Joy Angelo. They are very successful bark knuckle fighters. And Mr. Mike, when he see my manager start to post about me, Mr. Mike suggests to my manager, I will be good for that. Of course, me no need a lot. My manager talk about this. I tell straight yes. We do the first meeting with Mr. Mike. He likes me. I like him. He's very professional. I'm very professional, and we tell let's do it.
And how many
That's
how
it.
many
It's
fights did you
very
sign? How many
for
fight
now.
contracts?
For this year, I signed 2 fights for
Two
this
fights.
year. Yes, I must do 2 fights this year. Maybe I do more, but for sure I must do 2 fights. Because as I told you, I have 4 fights boxing, and one of them is the WBC title. And hopefully, Mr. Mike support my decision. I wanted to do my debut in bark knuckle after my WBC. And WBC it's 20 March, and hopefully in May we go in Miami in Hard Rock. It's Miami, right? I don't want to, or Florida. Okay, Maya. And I do my debut in bark knuckling.
So let's talk about this fight in March. Talk about this fight in March, you said.
After this fight for my title, yes, in May, I do my bark knuckle debut.
Okay.
Right. So March 20th, that's 2.5 weeks away. You're fighting for a WBC title, that's the belt that everybody wants in professional boxing. And then you're going straight. If you win that, you're gonna have to.
No if.
When?
Did I say if? I didn't say if. I said when.
When? Perfect. Maybe
when,
I don't listen
Kallia?
very good. It's 20 March, Mr. Matt, 20 March. And do you know, Saturday before 4 days, I fight. And I won in 8 rounds. 8 rounds in boxing, and was very good test for me. That and now, you know, my confidence is better, because when you challenge yourself before a title near 1 month, you see your mistakes, your goods. I think I'm very good. Of course, I am already in the gym. Next day of the fight, I work, and I look forward for my title. As you told before, all we train in boxing for this title, and I wait this many years. I work very hard to be there. Nothing someone give me like this. That come after a hard work. And when I win that, after I do bark knuckling, I win again there. Because when I signed with Mr. Mike Vasquez, I tell, look, of course my priority is the boxing, but I'm real not. When I do something, I do perfect. And I come here, I beat champion and bark knuckle. Be ready to have a lot of money to pay me. That was my words. Because, you know, the point is, the bark knuckle is very tough sport, but I think we need characters like me. What I mean, of course, when it's a tough sport, we expect a tough guys or tough woman. Me, I don't look at all tough. I think, charming or sweet girl. And this is the very good to see something else when you go inside there. I want to keep my femininity, but at the same time, they see a beast mode. Understand me? I want to go with a little skirt, like tutu, like ballerina. This is my thinking about my debut. I want to wear, I tell to Mr. Mike, I want absolutely pink gloves. And I want to keep my femininity, because I don't want to think just because I'm a tough girl, I am stupid or I look more manly. I want to break the stereotypes. You know, I can be a girl, woman, and I can be a very good fighter.
Speaking of pink boxing gloves,
of
course. How did you get the nickname Pink Tyson?
When I go in Germany, I start there my debut as professional. Before this, my first manager, he see me in a IBA tournament, and I lost there. Of course, by point, I tell of course because I have good chin. I don't think, of course, I don't like to talk a lot, but I don't think is any person to can count me. But the loss is including in the game. And my manager see me to lost. And after he proposed me to go in Germany to do some spannings to see if I'm okay for professional, I go there. In the first spanning I did with very good experienced girl, I don't want to tell names, was already world champion, and I knock out her, and I wear pinks. And she tell me, oh wow, you punch like a Tyson, you are Pink Tyson.
Pink Tyson.
Yes, just he see me with a pink, he see the knockout, and sounds good.
Yeah.
Of course, I admire Tyson, but I don't copy him. I mean, I have my personality, I have my skills as a boxer. Me, I am boxer puncher. I'm not just a puncher. I think I'm very good boxer. But of course, Tyson is a legend, and I like to have a little bit of him, some things.
Yeah.
So when you become the WBC champion, can you then
Good, Mr.
demand
Matt.
more money from BYB Extreme when you go into bare knuckle as a champion? That's the question.
I tell you something. First, I talk you honestly. I don't do that. I do for money. Of course, if my manager listen me now, will tell me it's wrong because I'm professional. But if someone tell me to fight for WBC before years free, I did for free because for me, I love that I do. Of you must leave, you must pay your team, and of course you must pay. But it's not my priority, the money. I like to see the belts, to fix my name, and after years to have my boxing club, or if I be mother, my children be proud for me. This is my priority.
So where do you see
Of
yourself
course, my
in?
name will be big.
Yeah.
Are we losing the sound a little?
Now I'm in last. Let me finish. Okay, now listen. But of course, when you win the WBC, your name is bigger. You are in the elite. You cannot open eyes, and of course, your budget is bigger. But Bark Knuckle is something different. Mr. Mike is already very clever, and he knows already the girl to shine is very marketable and very good fighter. He's not stupid. If he see that he believes happen, for example, to bring him more tickets, more views, he will pay alone without asking or see the WBC. I think he's very good businessman, and I don't think I will have problem at all. He will do that he must do alone without asking. I'm sure for this. And he knows already without the WBC what I deserve.
Have
Or
you
how
watched any
potential.
have you watched any backyard brawl matches with the women? Have you watched?
Yes. Yes.
Who would you like to fight for your debut? For bare knuckle.
I don't know. This is not my job. I'm not matchmaker. Just tell me who is it I go. I don't care. I don't have preference. I am open. I am multi-weight. Usually I'm 130, 135. But if you tell me for the last female, we see the Brian, what is her name? Paige Van Zandt with the other Bryans. I don't remember her name. She won the.
Yeah.
If you tell me to go 126 to challenge them, I kill myself. But because I'm very hungry as a fighter, I want to kick their ass, and I go 126. It's very. I would like to do that. I don't think both of them. They are something. I mean, no. Of course, as I told you before, I don't like to talk a lot. I like to show. But I don't think it was something special that Paige Van Zandt with the other girl. I mean, the girl of my team. Yes, I don't think the girl of my team, Kristen Stanley, I think it's much better. Not because we are in the same team. Sorry, I charged my phone. Give me 1 minute. But I mean, yes. I don't know. Anything being the table, I tell yes. Give me the more famous, the more tough.
Right. And what do you think about the Trigon, the ring that they fight the BYB in? What do you think about that?
Like this picture behind me.
The question, please.
Yes. What do you think about the Trigon, the ring that they fight?
Because it's small.
Yeah, very small.
What I mean, the ring is bigger than normal boxing ring, like a cyclone. Close distance. I boring the blink 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 fights. Of course, in the boxing, you need that. You need sometimes you fight sometimes near, depending upon it. But in bark knuckle, I think you must boom, understand? You must not think a lot. You know, it's the knuckles out. You can. I don't want to go many rounds. Why I hurt my knuckles? Understand? I go straight to the chin, to the target. I go straight away. I attack, and when it's small, that will help me because the opponent, she will scared to go around, but she cannot go a lot of far away for me.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's what they want in BYBExtreme. They want quick knockouts, and that's what Dada 5000 always says. He says we don't leave things up to the judges.
Do you know, I don't like quickly knockout. I will do knockout, but I would like a little the show. I like first to teach my opponent, to school her, after to punish her, and after finish her. I would like to give to my fans show. First to school her, punish her, to pain a little bit, and after go sleep. I know it's a little brutal how I talk, but the bark knuckle is a brutal sport. You know, you must talk a little bit.
Yeah, that's straight Spartan stuff right there.
I don't want quickly knockout. Yes, I don't want quickly knockout. I want to show the people a good female fight. I want to show my skills and to open eyes, 1-2 rounds, and after come the boom. I don't want very quickly. I want people to respect me as a fighter first, and how respect me if they don't see my skills first.
Yeah. So you like MMA?
Of course, I like
martial
MMA.
Arts. Yeah.
Of course,
I got a question for you. First, I'm gonna say Melene Stavros.
Are you Greek?
No. I was just telling you my name is Steve Stavros. Steve in English.
Okay, in Greek. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Because it's nice to support my country, because my country has a lot of history, and the bark knuckle, you must know, start for Greece. After we close, I'll send you a little story. Many people they don't know.
I married a Greek. I married a Greek. I like Greek so much.
Nice. Your woman is a little crazy, but it's the best. Yeah. Yes, I know.
Very good cook too.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk some MMA.
Well, he was in the middle of his story. Kallia was in the middle of his story. Tell us his story about Greece.
No, I tell you, and the boxing start in Greece and the bark knuckle, because in Sparta or Athens, they fight between Sparta and Athens, front to the king, without gloves, or the woman was naked with the tits, the breast, sorry, and they fight. If you Google, you will see. The bark knuckle starts from Greece. The Olympics in boxing starts from Greece, but unfortunately, my country, it's crazy. It has the biggest history, but for some reason don't support that, because the economic crisis, because many other things. The USA, it's a country of opportunity. But Greece, unfortunately, yes, it's beautiful, has a big history, but USA is a country of opportunity. Unfortunately, or hopefully. Okay,
Matt, can I ask you a question?
About MMA.
Yeah, go ahead.
So who do you think?
That's your job.
Who do you think is the GOAT of women's MMA? Ronda Rousey?
No.
Or Amanda Nunes?
Okay, I answer you first. Ronda Rousey, I didn't like for the beginning, so of course I respect her. Sorry, she was Olympic medal in judo. I don't look, Where are you go? Okay. I respect her, was Olympic medal. I respect all the athletes to do that they do. But Ronda Rousey, I didn't think was good enough for MMA. Just she has a nice package. The total package will be nice looking, she nice talking. But when she start challenge, not the best. Holly Holm in MMA was decent, good. You know, start was not. I mean, and again, I think one good fighter. And again, if lost by KO, put his ass in the ring, in the training, and again work. Only the weak fighters they stop. This is my mentality. Maybe I'm wrong, because and you know, and me when I lost, one loss or one injury are the biggest demons for one professional fighter. Me, one time I lost and nobody knocked out, and 1 year I was very depressed because was not exactly lost, but okay, right, lost. I can't understand someone if get KO. Never, I don't get KO. I cannot know how she feel, but I know someone to be world champion must go again in the ring and again the day again you go KO. It's okay again. That means two things. Or you wasn't good enough before, but you have good promoter, the Dana White or the manager. They put the good fighters, do the good record. And when you challenge real champions, bye-bye. But again, if you are real champion, and again, if you get KO, and again, you must try. Because how you tell I was world champion one day, after the wins? No, the world champion or the good fighter, they make you after the loss. To inspire people, me if I lost, I want to inspire little girls. Look, okay, you lost. It's like the life. Maybe you divorce, maybe you separate, maybe your parents they have a cancer. Anything happen is a loss in the life. But you must moving forward. That make you strong person or strong fighter. This is my mentality.
Yeah.
But yes, I didn't like it. But and before lost, I don't judge because she KO. And before I didn't have. She doesn't have something special. Kickboxing, boxing was good in Brazilian judo. Okay, but as I told you before, me I grown up with all martial arts. But again now I'm not feeling ready in MMA to come be world champion. Of course I have the confidence, but if you don't work MMA, all the sports all day, it's very difficult sport. I think it's the more difficult sport MMA by my opinion, because in the boxing you see many people, actor for example, they can go in the boxing to learn the jab to do the mirror shadow boxing. Okay, you need your brain. Okay, MMA it's very complicated. You must careful everywhere. You must train anything. I think it's very difficult sport.
Yeah.
Amanda Nunes, yes, is very good. I think it's real world champion. But come on, I mean, you know, it's a little. I don't know. I don't know if that girl, she has the world championship level, but she cannot inspire girls. I mean, I don't pay view or something to go see her. Understand what I mean? It's not
Cyborg was a good challenger. Cyborg was a good challenger for her.
No, you don't understand. It's very good, Amanda Nunes, but I don't pay to see her. She doesn't have the something more to open people. Also, okay, today fight Nunes like that. Rushe, we go to see her. Maybe she was not so good as Nunes, but you like to see her. McGregor, for example, the other guy, the Russian, who or how we tell how we call that, to wear the
Khabib,
yes.
Magomedov.
Look now, Khabib is very good fighter, but me, I'm not interested to see him. I will see McGregor. I prefer Los McGregor, but I like to see him. Or Nate Diaz is my.
That's Diaz is your favorite?
Yes, I think Diaz is my favorite. It's real not.
Yeah, I like Nate Diaz also. I'd rather see Nate Diaz.
Of course, I don't agree. I don't agree with my things, but I like it's not. Do you know, the professional fighters must be a little different of the other people. I mean, me, I'm a girl. I look like a girl, but if you do more, if you know me better, you will understand I'm not like the other girls. For that reason, I do. Who normal girl go to do boxing fights or MMA or bare knuckle. You must not a little, you know, something not go normal. Normal, not with a bad way. You can tell, just have something to attractive people. And that not means you must be only good fighter. You must have something, a character, personality, to people interested you, to love you, but to don't forget your name. You know.
So you want people to look up to you?
It's not only about the records. I know boxers or MMA fighters, no, they are very much. I mean, okay, nice the money, nice this, but of course you want that. If you meet me in my personal life, I'm very shy girl. I can be read for very quickly. But now I talk with you and I have my confidence. I look, wow, you know. In my personal life, I'm completely different person. But because I love that, you must. You of course, you for example, if I read a bad comment, of course I said I like to read only good comments.
Yeah.
If someone tell I don't care, it's okay. It's not of course you care. Because you do something and you want people pay to come to see you. No one fight and tell okay I don't care if I don't have fans. You want fans. And do you know something, Mr. Matt or Mr. Stevo? Of course I want to be a disputing champion or world champion, but the point is to inspire little girls, little children. You know, look, I am champion or I'm fighter and I know to talk. I have education. I am polite girl. I'm clever. I'm not pants drunk because I'm not mother yet. But if you have a girl, the last sport to send your daughter will be boxing, bare knuckle, MMA, because they think they lost their femininity or they be pants drunk. They don't know to talk. Understand what I mean? And you send your girl in a ballet or dance or volleyball, but that it's our fault, the athletes, because if you look very careful, the most women they do that damage, the most women athletes. But I want to break that stereotypes. I want to tell, look, I do park and knuckle, I do that, but at the same time I'm an actress, I dance Argentinico tango, I like the boys, for example, I like to be mother one day, because they listen out, you do box or back knuckle or something, and they think they see someone more manly or don't know to talk. No, I want to break the stereotypes. And if everything go good, I be a world champion and I make through my dreams. But if not, the least I have inspired little girls in that sports.
Yeah, that's great.
So do you see yourself like working with girls or women after your fighting career is over? Is that something that
Of
you want to
course, I
do?
have already take my diplomas, if it's the right word, sorry about my English, as a coach for little children, for people with Parkinson. Look, the same time I am an actress, and now I am in Las Vegas. I want to find a agent to do some things, but as I told you, my priority is the boxing and all that I do, because you can understand. Look, for example, Kat Zingano or Paige Van Zandt was decent fighters, but because she was in UFC, after she be actress Kat Zingano for Paige Van Zandt in Dancing with the Stars. Guess me, I have already gone college for dance or acting, drama school. I have finished that. But if I succeed to that I love in the sports, will be open me more doors. Because unfortunately, it's a little complicated, little dirty, if it's the right word, the boxing word or the acting word. You know, of course, it's not 100% this. But when you are a woman, and look, I go in the boxing club, for example, and every day is 30 men there, and I am the only girl, max two. You can understand, if you want to survive, you must act a little bit. I mean, I cannot go with my nice hair and makeup and to wear my bra, you know. If you see me in the gym, always I wear large clothes, my hair is with a scarf, because I want the men, they respect me as a fighter. But this is difficult. Sometimes you must swear them. Not because I am hooligan, I'm very polite girl, but sometimes when you come, okay, Kallia, we got date, or for example, you have a nice body, because I don't want to tell something more. You must tell, okay, friend, relax, fuck you, for example, understand? Better they tell you crazy, but it's okay. Better to tell me crazy and talk to their language to understand. Because if you show cry or weakness, or if you find boyfriends in the boxing club, you lost your respect as a fighter. And I prefer to call me crazy than and respect me as a fighter, because you spar with them. Or in the boxing world, managers, promoters, you say I look good. I think I look good. I don't know if I'm pretty or ugly, but I think I look good for athlete. Do you know how many times I have challenged stupids? Because you are there in the men. Understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, we understand exactly what you're saying, but we also live in South Florida, and South Florida has a lot of attractive female boxers and female MMA stars, and I don't think we have any bare knuckle. Well, Paige trains down here, so we're used to, and we have a lot of them that are friends of ours, female boxers that are very attractive and very well spoken and very feminine. So if you want to meet more people like that, you should come train here in South Florida.
Of course I can, because do you know, I think it will fit me more, because Las Vegas I don't like. The truth is, I tell all the time to my manager, I don't like Las Vegas. I go Miami because, you know, has the beach. Me, I'm from Greece. Greece, as tell Mr. Steve, is very beautiful, has the beach. In Las Vegas is full casinos, full people busy. It's not, I don't fit there. And I know in the future for sure I will move there. Now it's in progress, my visa, and the next step will be to go for that area. Yes, will fit me more.
I think it would. There really are a lot of good female athletes in this area. You get great sparring, great great people to work with down here for sure.
And you know, me, I'm not just a good athlete or attractive. I'm the best. Remember my words. I don't come here and bark knuckle on that. In USA, I live Sparta. I live in the mountains. To come in the big buildings here in the two busy towns just to do my hobby. No, I come to be the best. And believe me, I have challenged, and I challenge still now many sacrifice, because it's not easy. Me, I'm not so open. In USA, it's more open everything, the culture, and for me, it's more difficult. It's not only miss my country, the beauty and all. It's more calm, understand? But it's okay. I keep my proudness, my mentality anywhere I am. But I come in USA to be the best, and I be the best because I work very hard and I have very big talent.
So where is your fight on March 20th? Where are you fighting for that WBC belt?
Here in Tijuana. For that reason, I stay. I will do tomorrow. I start trainings with a coach. I don't remember his name. The truth is the Jackie Nava in the gym. I will work with Jackie Nava, because Jackie Nava, she has that girl 20 Mars. She's legend here, and general in women boxing, Jackie Nava. And for that reason, I stay here now to do my training camp, and I fight here.
Okay. Is it going to be televised? Do you know what it's going to be televised on, so we can share that with our listeners?
I think yes. But the truth is, do you know, because I have the WBC check the kilos every week near, more stress I have to be in the kilos, you know, because they tell you, for example, 30 days that kilos, 15 days that kilos. It's not just you have the kilos you dropped last week. Like they do many professionals. And the WBC, it's very organized. And until now, the other details, if it's TV, is that my manager know that. But I think for sure, because and my last fight was television, I think yes.
Okay. Well, we'll figure it out and we'll share that
Of
with
course, we will announce in social, or I can text you personal message that I inform you.
I got a question. So when you win Are you gonna come back on the show with the belt?
Of course, Mr.
Okay.
Steve. You know,
Good,
Yes,
good.
no,
we want to see
but
the belt.
ready for more questions because we have in the bark knuckling, understand?
Yeah.
We must do for bark knuckling. We must do, and after one more interview.
Yes,
Yeah,
well,
for sure.
Bare Knuckle will be at the show for sure. We've been to all of their shows.
Yeah.
Really, it's crazy, to be one
Yeah.
female the bark knuckling sport. It's a little crazy, but I'm very exciting. I'm very
Yes,
exciting for that.
but they've all been in Florida. Their last big show was right before COVID hit, that was open to the public. So we were there, and then we were at the last one that they also had. What was that, last month, 2 months ago?
Uh-huh.
So we always go to their shows. We'll interview you at the show there, and you'll have the WBC belt with you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Of course, yes, of course.
And
And
you'll
thank you
just
very
beat
much.
someone up bare knuckle too.
Yes, do you know something? Of course, you must have confidence for the sport, but that confidence comes because I am 6 hours every day in the gym. I do diet, I do this. I am very hard worker. Of course, the talent, the brave hearts, all that is involved in your talent. But if you don't work hard, it's not enough. For that reason, I have a lot of confidence. I don't think the girl in challenge for WBC or in Barknak, they work more hard than me. Sorry for
No.
that.
Well, you're absolutely right. I mean, you're putting everything on the line in there, and yeah, you have to be serious. And the more you train, what's the saying? The more you sweat, the less you bleed.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Is the
The
truth.
Spartan Princess.
And I do my hobby job. This is the more important. And I hope all the people outside the world, they can do their hobbies job. It's very important for me. For that reason, that made me work more hard because I feel lucky to did my hobby work.
Yes, and I think that's what a lot of people want to do, is make their hobby or their passion something that they get paid for.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay,
enviable.
Mr. Steve, you want to ask something else? Because I look you want to ask something else.
I got questions galore. I got questions galore. So, so you know Mount Rushmore in United States? Mount Rushmore, the stones with
With
the
the presidents.
with the famous presidents. Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
those were the greatest presidents. So who would, if you had to build that at a boxer's, who would you put up on in the stone for famous boxers? Like, who are your favorite four
Right
boxers?
now, who is my favorite or
Or
generally?
or past?
Nice question. It's many, but I tell you, for example, now I like Tyson Fury. I like Canelo Alvarez. Uh, for now, I like them. And before, I like Roberto Duran, Mike Tyson. I like the boxer punchers. Do you know,
Yeah.
I boring. Of course, I respect all the athletes because need guts to go in the ring, any ring or octagon or anywhere. I respect anyone because all they sweat, all they bleed. But I like the boxer punchers. I like to go somewhere. Me, I tell, for example, to my trainers, anything happen, don't do me never the white towel. Better to put me to sleep if it's the girl I challenge better or so, don't do me. For me as a Spartana, it's very embarrassment to do me the white towel. Better to cow me. And I like that fighters to give everything.
Yeah.
No matter what is the result. For example, whether it's not my style, and I train in his gym, whether gym, I hope don't see never that. Because Mayweather is wow record. but it's not, like the fighters.
Yeah. What did you meet him when you were in Vegas? Mayweather?
Not because it's the COVID now, and Mayweather go other hours.
He goes after
I
hours.
don't meet him yet, but when open regular the gyms, I think I will meet him. But I tell him you are wow. Look, I tell him you are one of my favorites. You know, I
But
love
he,
your style is wow.
but he watches his show. He's going to watch his show.
It's okay. What I do, I don't tell something bad, but you
I
know
know.
something. And
Yeah.
me cannot like all Pink Tyson. Cannot like me all. Cannot love me all. Cannot tell me good boxer all. Understand? Some people they tell us she's a stupid blonde girl. She doesn't know shit about boxing. Some they tell wow she's brilliant. Understand? She's inspirational. I mean, you cannot be likable to everyone. You can't.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I have that worrying, and as a person, and as a fighter, I want to like me. I want to know why he doesn't like me. I am good girl. I don't do. But some people, without reason, just they don't like you. The same it as a fighter. For that reason, I prefer someone be honest with me. Tell okay, I don't pay for you to see you. Then tell me how you are good at the stand and back of my back talk shit. No, I'm brutally honest, and I like people around me be brutally honest with me.
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
So is there
What's
anyone?
next?
Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to? Anyone you want to thank? Any promoters or anything? Sponsors?
I will tell only thanks for Mr. Mike Vasquez because he's clever and he see the potential to me and the money to come to his pocket from me. And I tell thanks to him for his instinct. For the other people, I don't want to tell thanks because every day I tell thank you to the people. I'm very grateful to the people. They do everything to me. And as I told you, my father passed away when I was young, and I promised to myself every day to tell people, because to my dad, I didn't have the time to tell him how I feel or how I appreciate some things or how I hate some things to do. And every day now I tell thank you to the people to support me, if it's my manager or the coaches or my family or anyone. Every day I tell thank you. For that reason, no need just a good side like yours to tell thank you. But to Mr. Mike Vaster, I tell him thank you because it's first time we work together. He doesn't know me very good yet.
Yeah.
And for that reason.
Well, look, we wish you the best of luck on March 20th. We look forward to you. We look forward to seeing that WBC belt around your waist at the end. We'll find out how to watch it, and we'll spread that information on our channel. So we'll make sure that all of our listeners can watch you as well. And then we'll see you here in a couple of months in South Florida at BYBExtreme.
Yep.
Yes, but you must come into my debut in Park Nightclub because if it's near there, you must come.
Yes, we'll be there for sure.
We're going. We're going.
Okay, I will have free tickets for you. But Mr. Mike must give you an invitation because to help the show with the fights. For that reason, the list must be there.
Yes, we've been to every single one. We've been to all of the BYB extremes.
Yeah,
perfect.
we're always invited. So Mike's partner, I don't know if you've seen him yet, but his name is Dada, D-A-D-A. DeFar Harris is his name. So he's a 275-pound big gentleman with red hair. Have you seen?
No, I don't see him yet or meet him.
Okay, so he's pretty famous in bare knuckle.
Right. Have you heard of Kimbo Slice?
Yes, yes, I have listened.
Okay, so Kimbo and Dada were friends, and they grew up in the same neighborhood, and Dada did the bare knuckle stuff with Kimbo.
Yeah.
Is beautiful. I did so. I did
Yeah.
so. If it's beautiful, I asked. No, I did joke. No, I do joke. If is Mr. Dada is beautiful, understand? Because I'm a single, I don't have a husband yet. I do joke.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
No, I am single, yeah, but I'm not interested for the people I work. I don't complicate never business. Just I did joke.
all right. So
we
this
can introduce you, you know.
No.
this
That's him.
have you ever
Yes,
seen him
yes.
before?
Yes, I know him as a fighter. Yes, I know him.
Yes.
I
So
didn't know he do the BYB.
yes.
I didn't.
Yes.
As a
He's
fighter,
the
I
face.
know
it.
him.
He's the face of BYB.
Okay, thank you very much for information. It's bad to didn't know that. I know him as a fighter. He's very tough guy, but I didn't know.
Are you interested? Because I got his number. I could tell him.
No. Never in 10 years in the sports, never do something with the coaches, manager, fighters. And do you know, I don't fit. As I told you, I have finished actor. I like more flu men. I like more doctors, you know, people other. I don't like fighters. Because, you know, the time I'm everywhere with fighters around me, and I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it.
All right. Well, we'll look out for an actor. We'll look out for an actor, doctor, or lawyer for you.
Or doctor. Because all the time I bleed, you know, I have my nose, the least to help me with something.
That's funny. Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Yes. Doctor, it's good. You know, will be usual to something. Every day I will paint somewhere. The least to help me with something.
That's great.
That's funny. Well, listen, it was a real pleasure having you on the show, and we definitely look forward to seeing you in action in the ring, in the boxing on March 20th, and definitely down here when you come to Florida at BYB. We'll catch up with you for sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Yeah, have a nice night. Thank you very much.
Night. Thank you.
Okay. Good night. What a nice girl.
Yes. Very nice.
Very nice. And, you know, yeah, look, if she wins a WBC title and then goes into bare knuckle after that, that'll be the, you know, the biggest draw that they have.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, a current belt holder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
good stuff?
Is that the WBC International World?
No, I think it's the regular WBC featherweight. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's one of the smaller ones. I think it's the belt.
Wow.
Yeah, super featherweight. She's at.
Wow, that's sweet.
Yeah.
So let's hear a wrap up of what we got going on this week, Matt.
Okay, so today Mike went to the weigh-ins for the Black Sheep Promotions. That's at Delray Boxing.
Okay.
Tomorrow night, Thursday, we have Antonio Williams, Bang Williams. He's a local. Everybody knows him. If you're into fighting in South Florida, you know him.
That's right.
He's on the card. Trap Dominique Francis. All right, one of our favorite guys down here is fighting. We have BT Lawrence was supposed to be on the card, but I think something happened to him. Mike said he didn't see him at the weigh-in, so I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Jonas J-Fade, who was a really good amateur. It's his pro debut.
Wow.
So he's on the card. And Steve Gaffrada is on the card too. as well now. He hasn't fought in a couple of years, but we see him at the fights around. So it's going to be great to see him in action again.
Cool.
So that's where we're going tomorrow night. Then Saturday night we have
What time's that start Thursday?
Thursday starts at 7 o'clock at Delray Boxing.
Okay, and then Friday.
Friday is what's Friday?
Weigh-ins for Revolta.
Yeah, well, there's the weigh-ins for Revolta.
And then Saturday at the Intercontinental.
The Intercontinental Hotel in Miami.
10 size fast.
Right. Black Tie, Revolta, Black Tie Boxing. Looking forward to seeing that again. Anthony White Chocolate Martinez is the headliner. We saw him, we've seen him fight a couple of times. The last time was at Blake Davis's show. And, like I interviewed them and I said, I'm like, kid, you're just getting better. He's getting better each time we see him. Yeah,
and he trains at Mundo Boxing.
Correct, down in Miami. Yeah. So it'll be good to see him. And who else do we have on that card? Marcel Baltier. All right, really great kid, definitely an up-and-comer. He's that kid's going places. He's very tall for his weight class. He's got a long reach. He's composed. He's got great skills. He was a great amateur. So we look forward to seeing him. And Otar Aronosian is on the card from Warriors Boxing.
Pitbull.
I'm sorry?
Pitbull.
Yes. Otar Pitbull Aronosian, who just won a belt, the NABA belt at M&R last month.
Yeah.
Or January. So that's, 2 months now. He's going to be on it, and there's two of the other fighters from Warriors are going to be on it too, Kozin Beck and Sanganov,
nice,
I believe.
Nice.
So it's going to be a good show. It's going to be a good show, and altogether, I think there's 13 fights on the card. So
perfect. So I heard some news today. UFC releases 2 heavyweights from their roster today.
Tell me one of them wasn't Derek Lewis.
One of them was not. He's their biggest star now.
Good.
And we like to see him fight for sure again. So Junior Dos Santos was released.
Yeah, they were talking about that for a while.
And Alistair Overeem.
Yeah. Those guys were great. And, and their careers are where they are.
Yeah. So I thought that was very interesting today.
Yeah, I'm sure Bellator or one of the other organizations will pick up at least Junior Dos Santos, and I think Overeem too.
Oh, and that other news that I wanted to tell you about, Matt, hold on. I wrote it down. That on this was boxingnews24.com. Shout out to them. They said Mikey Garcia says he's fighting Manny Pacquiao in May in a boxing event.
Yes, they're putting that together. That's going to be great. Mikey Garcia. We just saw Mikey Garcia after the Canelo fight.
Yeah.
And we kind of bum rushed him in the parking lot. We really did. It was everyone was leaving, and Carolina saw him. Carolina said, "There's Mikey Garcia," and before I could say anything, she had the car door open and she was jumping out of the car, and so I pulled over, and people are honking at me because everyone's leaving the stadium, and I got my camera out and the microphone, and she interviewed him in Spanish, and basically, he said what everyone said about the Canelo fight. Was that Yildirim was not ready And I believe he said that he just wasn't in the same class as Canelo, and he was looking forward to Canelo and Saunders.
So Matt, do you think that that Canelo's management team that like playing it safe, like this is a safe fight for you, rather than
this one?
Him to
this one was look, it's his management, but he was I don't know the legalities of this guy being the mandatory, if he had to fight him or if he had the option not to fight him. But if he was the mandatory, then technically he has to fight him.
Yeah.
He can't, But then there was some talk that, he really wasn't. He, the mandatory, or he could have skipped him if he wanted to. But look, he's fighting Billy Joe Saunders next, and that's who else is there? Who else is there for him to fight?
Yeah,
that's the thing. He's not going to go back and fight Andrade. He's clearly just doesn't want to, even though a lot of fans would want to see that fight, and it would make him an undisputed champion in that weight class. So, a lot of people want to see that, but business-wise, his Andrade is not the biggest draw.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, but I think he is pound for pound. I think he's the best in the world, maybe number 2 behind Inoue. I really like that guy, and I think in a year or two, I just wrote this on Brandon's thread on Facebook, that within a year or two, I think everyone's going to recognize Inoue as a pound for pound best. That's my prediction.
All right.
You've heard it here first on the Fighting News. I think as long as he gets top level fights and he improve himself,
Okay, so we have. So I'm going to put this out. We need people to watch YouTube videos and comment on our YouTube videos.
They're good.
They're good. We got good videos out there. We got good content. We're almost at our threshold. That's going to take the Fighting News to the next level. We got over 6,000 subscribers of boxing fans on our YouTube channel. Actually, we have 7,000. We just hit 7,000 boxing fans on our YouTube station. You can even talk to other boxing fans on the website. You make a comment, they comment back, and you can go back and forth. We also answer comments as well. So I'm going to put this little clip right here.
And face it, don't you guys really want to talk to us? That's what you want to do with your lives. We'll comment, and it'll be memorialized forever on the YouTube comment section.
Yes. So people, please, again, follow The Fighting News on Facebook at The Fighting News, Twitter at The Fighting News, thefightingnews.com. Check out all Matt's articles, Mike's articles, and a bunch of videos, good information about upcoming events. And our YouTube station, The Fighting News. If you can't find it, just do a Google search, The Fighting News, and you'll see that we've been doing this quite some time, because we pop up on Google right up on that top. And, we have pictures of famous people. We have pictures of up-and-coming future boxers of America, future superstars of America. We have a lot of good stuff on there. If you like the fight game, if you like any combat sports, we follow it. Especially we follow it huge in South Florida. And, check us out.
To make a long story short, just watch the video. Drop a comment. It'll help us out. We had the Rain beverage giveaway. We still have some Rain beverages.
We wouldn't have won this, Matt. Award-winning Media Source of the Year if we weren't good.
That's true. But I'm a little more humble than Steve. So, yes, it's true. We are good. Very good. And if you are going to be at Revolta's event, Saturday night, black tie event, all right, we'll have the camera set up outside. Get your interviews in, all right? You know, I don't like chasing people down in the tuxedo. It gets a little sweaty, you know. Steve's got a nice sign up. And I think, and Melissa, the lovely Melissa Santiago will be there doing our interviews. Mm-hmm.
That's the new logo for the back of the shirts, Matt. You like it? TFN Strong?
No, that's too cliche. Everyone's strong these days. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We got to work on that. But, you know, we'll work on that offline.
I just doodled that just now. Well, so, all right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Tune in. We have a bunch of guests coming on next week that we're working on. I wanted to get Chop on the wire before his fight next week
with Reggie.
Yes, and I'm in contacts with him. So, fighting news out.
Good night.
Good night, all.